Welcome back to the Age of Engineering and to the Industrial Age, or at least the very start of the Industrial Age. We got our trophy, and of course I did put together a little bit of a house for us to work in. Plenty of space on the inside, or at least for now. We'll expand that later. Yeah, I like that trophy. Let's get on with it. Things. I used the smeltery to bootstrap a second smeltery, which is pretty good. Just put in cobblestone and run this out to an ingot cast, and it just makes lots and lots of seared bricks, which makes this pretty good. However, it is not good at doubling ores. This is, in fact, horrible at doubling ores. It doesn't even do them. So we need to get further into IC2. So some IC2 things to actually know about. First of all, one of the first things you're going to need to create is a tree tap. Looks like this. Electric tree tap later, but for now, you're going to go and get some rubber tree saplings and put them in regular grids. Typically, what I do is I tend to knock off the leaves, just so you can see the tree trunks, because what you're looking for is, and you can probably see it on some of the other trunks, but maybe not on this one. Because if it's not here, then you may as well just knock this down. It's useless. Yeah, it's useless. So that can come down. Yep, no use. And we just plant another one back in. What we're looking for are these. If you haven't played IC2 in a while or at all, then these are what you get rubber from, or at least they're the sticky resin that you make rubber from. Every time you click with a tree tap, they bounce all over the place, and they're pretty hard to pick up. But over time, what you end up with is first a regular grid of these, and then later on you'll get a completely automatic farm, probably just from actually converting the wood themselves. We'll see what options are available in this mod pack. So we get sticky resin. Sticky resin, just throw it in the furnace, and we get rubber back out. Okay, so what do we need to actually do? Well, first of all, we need to make a macerator. Shreds things down effectively. So for a macerator, oh, no, in fact, no, before a macerator, we need a generator. We need something to generate power. I think the generator uses burnable fuels, but if not, there is an upgrade. There it is. So we need iron plates. We need RE batteries. Or a machine casing will do with a furnace. That might actually be the easier recipe because this requires an iron furnace, which requires a regular furnace anyway. So it's the same number of plates at the end of the day, just slightly simpler to make, I think. So what does the battery take? The battery takes tin iron casings and insulated tin cable. Okay. So in both cases. So what we're going to need to do is go, first of all, cook up some tin. Now, do I have any available? Silver, osmium. I thought I had tin somewhere. Did I put it in this chest for this first smeltery? I did. Okay. Let's go and put some tin in the original smeltery. Let's assume that this is not going to get doubled anyway. So we can just pop it in place, and this is going to automatically process and put it in here once it's done. So we're now going to need that forge hammer that we made at the very end of last episode. And we're going to need, let me just put a few of these things away. Take the torches back out. We're going to need iron. So I think we've got some in here. Yeah, and let's just convert half of it. Doesn't really matter the exact amounts. Is it 3? What is it for an iron plate? Not immersive engineering. It's 2. I was almost right. There we go. So 6 iron plates, and of course this doesn't have many uses. So we also need to make some cutters. At least until we have some of the machines. So the cutters are 3 iron plates and 2 iron. That's why I didn't convert all the iron. Thankfully I remembered. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And again, this has limited uses. So what you tend to use the cutters for is converting plates into cable or wire. We could do that with iron, I suppose, but the main use for it is copper. And do I have any copper made up already? Because we're going to be making tin. Tin's already made up, so we may as well make some copper as well. There's no use holding on to that just yet. Let's pop that in as well. I extended this, by the way, by just putting this fluid tank here that auto pushes into the smeltery. We don't have any kind of fluid conduits yet, so these are a lifesaver. Make it much easier to actually get going. And the same thing here. This is actually auto pulling, and then I can just do something like this, and it will start emptying out the creosote oil from the inside, pulling into here, and then pushing it straight into the fluid trash can. And that's just a bucket and a couple of other pieces of components, so that'll be enough. And then I can just turn it on, off even. I suppose I could set that to be active with signal and then maybe push that always. Nope, that's going to work regardless. Okay, so yeah, let's just leave that alone. Right, so we also want some tin plates, and this again is something we're going to need to use the forge hammer for, and we're actually going to need to put it through twice to make some tin item casings. And while we're at it, we may as well make some tin cable. Not sure how much we're going to need just yet, but we're going to need that on hand. It's just one of those things you tend to use up. So we get some copper as well. We're going to do the same thing with the copper. And the cutters. Okay, I want the cutters back. Thank you. So we now combine the rubber with the copper cable, and that makes insulated copper cable. And we do the same thing with the tin. Insulated tin cable. And let's look at the generator again. It was a battery, not the kinetic, the regular. We need the battery, which is one of the insulated tin for the tin casings. So let's put that. In fact, we may well need two of these, but I'm just going to make one for now. I'm going to be quite short of resources. And some redstone. That's a battery. Then we're going to need iron plate and lots of it. So let me just convert across this for the moment. And that is a basic machine casing. And lastly, just some cobblestone. Well, hopefully I've not cooked it all up or converted it all into... Looks like I have actually converted it all. Okay, so we're just gonna lay down some stone and just dig it back up again. We just need to make a furnace, and I don't want to destroy the one we have. There we go. Quick fix, and there we go. A furnace. A basic machine casing, an RE battery, and we get a generator. Okay, cool. Now we also need a wrench. Is that the IC2 wrench? Yes. If you want to know what mod pack I'm playing, by the way, resource pack, it's the faithful one. So it's slightly higher res, but very much like the original Minecraft style. So we need bronze, and let's just see what bronze is going to take. Bronze, I want alloying, smelting. Bronze is going to be 3 copper, 1 tin. And am I out of that? I probably am. I'm going to need to go mining if there's none in this chest. There's a copper block, but I don't think I have any tin left. So we got 9 copper, and I'm going to need some tin. Okay, so we got the bronze. And the IC2 wrench. Very important because in IC2, I think it may not be the case for generators, but in the later machines, if you use a pickaxe on them, they will just convert back into a basic machine frame, which is extraordinarily cruel. Yes, cruel is the right word. So let's pop down the generator. Straightforward machine. You put fuel into it, it produces EU, which is IC2's power system. Okay, so the next thing we're going to need, and I'll move them inside, once we've demonstrated them, is the macerator, because that will let us get some ore doubling going on, which means I have to go down into the mine a whole lot less. So for that, we're going to need another electronic circuit. And so I'm going to need 6 insulated copper, iron plates, and a couple of redstone. Do I have any iron plates in my inventory? Probably not. Tin. No, I'm going to need more iron. This is sort of the mantra of early IC2. It's more iron, more copper, and more tin. Usually more iron in my case, but that's fine. We'll just cook it up without doubling it and cry in misery watching it all disappear. I do notice a couple of differences with Tinkers, and this is something because I'm new to this version of Minecraft. I've played 1.7 before. Alloying takes time now. It's not instant when everything starts combining. And yeah, so that is one thing. The other thing is the weaponry and the tools are completely changed. The sort of system on how you you had basically buffs and nerfs to your equipment. So they all depend on different things. So I'll go through those once we get to the various pieces. I've got iron going. I've not hooked up these yet. We can make red alloy wire to hook them all up, but I just haven't got the aluminium for the hoppers underneath yet. So as soon as I can get that, the better. We will actually get to a point, like in Skyblock actually, where we get automatic ore generation pretty, well, not pretty soon, but fairly early on in the pack, I believe. So let's just grab some of the iron. And is it just one iron plate I need? Let's just grab... Oh, it's 2 to 1. Wow, no wonder it's expensive. Yep. All right, so 1 iron plate. We need the macerator. Yes, so we need electronic circuits. That's fine, straightforward. And the rest, we need a basic machine casing. So I'm going back to the mine. We're also going to need cobblestone and flint, which is straightforward, but a block cutting blade, which is made of diamond. Now, we can't do industrial diamond yet, which is this. And that needs a molecular transformer. I don't even want to look up the recipe. Just the name molecular transformer. It's not really in this age. It can't be. So we're going to need actual diamonds. So I'm going to need to go right down to the bottom of the world and see what I can get. So I've got 4 already, but I need to go and find some more. Alright, so let's make up our macerator. We shall make the block cutting blade. Oh, 8 diamonds at this stage of the game. Ouch. We got the circuit. We need a basic machine casing. That is also fine. And now we can shift click in. 1 macerator. Mustn't hit this with a pick. Okay. All right, so let me just put it next to it. I'm not sure if they transmit directly. They probably don't, to be honest. Yep, those are all the upgrades we can do. So they probably just need to be connected. Let's just put a coal in here temporarily. Are you... No, it's fine. Good. Normally I would connect them underneath with cable, but that's fine. If I get iron now and put it in the macerator... Will you macerate? Yes, but very slowly. So what have we got? The overclocker upgrades, probably can't afford them. To be perfectly honest, I probably can't. Let's take a look at how much they cost. Overclocker upgrades. Industrial Craft 2 is coolant cells. Yes, we're not going to have coolant cells. No, we're not going to have that. So we're going to get crushed iron ore. And this is going to continue depleting, so I need to feed something in this. I won't worry about it for now. We'll wait till that's processed up. The next thing we want to actually do is a compressor. Not the neutronium kind, if you've been watching my other series. Just a regular compressor. This is another circuit, a basic machine casing, and stone. So this is very, very straightforward. So I need more copper, however, for that, but we can put the copper through the macerator now. So I will go and get some more copper. And what's the rest of that for that circuit? The rest of it is fine. We already have enough of everything else. I may not have mentioned this, I may have already mentioned it, I can't remember, but this is the stone chopper. It's the first tree farm, basically. Once you get it up and running, you start it up with some coal or something. There's several tiers of it: wood, stone, iron, and diamond, I think. This is just the stone version. It's quite a slow tree farm, to be honest. It only plants on one side, but you can then just get wood out of it, and it'll collect the saplings and start planting. As soon as that grows, it'll chop it down and plant the next one. So I may well make more of those in future. Okay, so here we go. We want a compressor. We can make one. Good. Got some more copper. More is actually macerating up now, and we can pop this down this side. So compressor, again, overclocker upgrades, not going to get them yet. It is actually getting some power, although that's all drained. So I guess actually I can put some of the coal coke in here. That should actually do a lot better. Where is it? Block of coal coke. I think I don't want it the block format. Maybe I just want the coal coke itself. Yeah, burn time 3200. So let's just pop one of those in. Let's see how well that does. Certainly filling fast. We'll see how well that goes. So the compressor is for plates, I believe. Or is it? Or is it for plates to heavy plates? I wonder. Yeah, metal former is for... Yes, the metal format I'm thinking about, because you have plates mode and then cutting mode. Okay, so we need to a metal format as well. Is that an easy recipe, or is that straight? Is that a hard recipe? It's one of the hard ones. Okay, just because it requires a lot of copper more than anything else, and the toolbox requires bronze and a small storage crate. You're going to require 2 of those, so 2 small storage crates, which require 2 diamonds each, and some gold. Yeah, so the compressor takes a regular plate and compresses it into dense plate. Crafting, and it's the rolling machine, I guess we'll do it. The compressor. The compressor, is that... I should already do it. Then why wouldn't you... Did you just not have enough power yet? Iron plate. Can you not make iron plate in this thing? Massive engineering. No, I want the Industrial Craft 2 one. Compressor. Apparently that should work. Or is that a different compressor? Yeah, you see, this is the one I was expecting. So let's go score the metal former. Maybe that's a different compressor from Tech Reborn. Okay, just confusing the matter by calling them exactly the same machine name. Fine, we want the metal format. I'm going to have to go find more diamonds. That's horrible at the start of the game. But we do get a lot more ores now that we have ore doubling, so that's pretty good. I'm off back to mining, and let's just pop these into the smeltery now. And we've got a bunch more of our ores. Where's the stuff that's just got macerated? There we go. Pop that in place. And let's go find some more diamonds. All of this, no diamonds. So let's do this the other way then. Let's just get rid of those. So if we have coal, I'm not sure how much coal I have. Can we macerate that and then recompress it, I wonder? So let's put it in the macerator. And we need some coal coke of some kind. Yeah, there we go. Pop that into here. Looks like we can. Okay, so the other way of getting diamonds that I know of, aside from the industrial diamonds, is via the compressor, I think. And that is there. And you have to go by a coal chunk. To get one more coal chunk, you have to make 8 compressed coal balls, and each of those needs 8 coal dust around flint. Okay, so we can make coal dust. We're going to need a whole stack of coal to do this, so it's slightly annoying for each diamond, I think. Do I have enough coal, I wonder? 14 there. Did I compress any of it? I don't think into blocks. Let's say no. No, so I'm probably going to have to get more coal to do this, but at least it's more reliable, assuming that I can actually get away with it. Let's just put the rest of this in there, because that's going to take a little time. We did get some more gold ore, though, down there, which is going to be good, because we need gold plates. And yeah, let's wait a little bit. I don't have any overclocker upgrades, so let's wait a little bit and see what we get from that. You know, sometimes when you go digging for coal, you come up diamonds. Okay, so we're just going to take a quick bit of a sidestep into the block cutting machine from the metal former, which is a way for me to not spend as much gold. And that's the main reason. So I've popped this on top. The block cutting machine takes a block of some kind. So let's just grab some gold. And can I actually combine this into a block without the compressor? Yes, I can. Okay, so let me just grab 2 of those. Grab 2 gold blocks. So that's 18 gold. And this should slice them, I think. Maybe it needs a blade. Oh, no. Yeah, I don't feel like getting more diamonds, so I guess we're going to use up some gold. Never mind, we can reuse that once I actually get more diamonds. I can actually get them through that compressed process. So you take coal dust, 8 of, and a piece of flint. Let's actually just go and make one now. And flint, where's the coal dust gone? There we go. And you get a coal ball, and you put the coal ball into the compressor, and that will compress into one of these. You need 8 of these and a piece of obsidian, I think, in the middle, and you will then get the higher level, which you can then compress back into a diamond, and around you go. Okay, so metal former back again. So we need a few coils, some toolboxes, and these toolboxes need 2 diamonds each. So we need 4 diamonds. Thankfully, I do actually have that. So we're going to need some wood and planks. I'll go and make those, but mostly dense wood plate, which needs 9 gold plate into a compressor, which is why we have the compressor. So I may well run out of forge hammer uses here. I may have to get more. Yep, there's one gone. So let's just pop that into the compressor. So that's our first dense gold plate. And I'm going to go and make another forge hammer. I'll go and do that and a couple of the other ingredients, and we'll be right back. Okay, so that's mostly assembled. We've got the 2 small storage crates, and we can surround those with bronze item casings to make 2 toolboxes. Put those into this. They don't stack, unfortunately, with some coils, which are just, you know, copper cable. And we get a metal former. Okay, I'm running out of sides to attach this onto. Okay, metal former. So it can extrude a plate into cable. It can also roll, so we can then save. Do I have any ingots? So normally I would need 2 ingots to make 1 plate, and I'm going to need more coal. There we go. So instead of doing 2 to 1, I think this does 1 to 1, which is good, where we get a lot of savings there. So we've got the metal former. Pretty good. Next up, I guess, what's on my notes? Well, there's a few things we can actually build here. One is electric furnace, so I don't have to keep running over there for that smeltery. There's a couple of other machines that we can actually build, but I may want to move these indoors and then get some kind of cable running underneath, something along those lines. We'll see where we get to on that. And then we want some kind of power storage, at least temporarily. What have we got? The basic one's called a bat box. Charge pad bat box. Okay, that's wood, tin, lots of batteries. which is just lots and lots and lots of tin. Okay, that's the tier 1. I think the top tier 1 is the MFSU. That's the charge pad, that's the MFSU. Yeah, it needs Lapotron crystals and all the other kinds of stuff. So I'm going to go and move stuff indoors, I think, and probably run cable underneath using this. What's the copper cable? Insulated copper? Insulated. So copper is 128 EU per tick. I don't think the generator actually produces all that much, at least the bare generator. What do you actually produce? It doesn't say. Okay, I don't think explosions are on, but let's hope not. And I've got some space behind here to actually put stuff. Remember when I was bulking at diamonds for the block cutting blade? It looks like you have other tiers as well. So not just diamond, but the steel, which we're going to get to, and iron. So it cuts material softer than iron. So that probably means tin, copper, and gold. So we can make that with iron plates and a bit of stone. So we could then easily slice a block of iron into 9 individual plates. So for that, I'm going to need 9 plates. So I've got these crafting up a few times. That generator back there is supplying power, or at least it would be if it had any fuel. Let's grab some more coal. And I've currently got it connected without a battery in the way via a cable that runs underneath all of these machines. So if I just pop in a few of these, the machine should hoover it up pretty quickly, unfortunately, but that's fine. I've got the space here for a furnace. So we've got a macerator, followed by the furnace, followed by the metal former, followed by the compressor. That's roughly the order that you'll actually do stuff in anyway, and then followed by the block cutting machine. So we'll see if this should produce 1, and that should go down by 1. Is that right? Yep. So we're going to get an iron plate from that, but it will be faster if we were able to make a block cutting machine. So let's go and grab, is it just a piece of stone? I have some stone on me. At least if cobblestone counts. If not, we can always cook it up. I've got some diorite, that should count as stone. We've got 3 plates, I need 6 more. Okay, I'm going to have to wait for that to power up. And it's already macerating tin, which is why this is not getting much power. Okay, let's wait for that to finish. Okay, 1 block cutting blade, and if we install that in the machine, there we go. So will you now, if I combine, let's say 9 iron, will you give me a 2 weak or missing? Oh, because it's made of iron. Okay, so I can make copper plates with it, fine, but iron I'm going to have to... Yes, I need something... Should be obvious. I'm going to need something harder than iron for that. That's fine. Once we get steel, I'll be able to use that one. In the meantime, I can use it for copper or maybe bronze. We'll see. Cooking up the tin. The tin's getting cooked up in our smeltery, because the next machine that we need to make is, I think, mostly tin. Let's just grab you, pop you in place, grab all of that, and head back. We want to save on rubber really next. So rubber, or we can do electric furnace, but I've already got the smeltery over there, so we don't need the electric furnace just yet. So the extractor ore, yes, not so 8 iron plates and an electronic circuit. So we need some more copper. So 9 plates and copper. I've got a fair amount of copper. Yeah, let me go and make that up. And yeah, we'll be right back. And the copper's all made up, so let's just modify that into insulated copper. I guess I'm going to need a bit of redstone. Yeah, just a couple of pieces will be fine. And then we're going to build the circuit. Add the circuit to the rest. 4 tree taps in here and we get an extractor. I'm going to pop this around just here for now. I'll move it later with the IC2 wrench. Let's not do it without that. And we can pop in there either the resin, I think. or it's certainly the wood. Let's just go and grab the wood. I think I've got a few bits and pieces. Rubber wood, there we go, and some more there. Hop back across, and can we pop you in there? Can, good. And some more coal, just for good measure. So what do we need for electric furnace, which is the last piece, I guess? I think that's the one that's mostly tin, right? Electric furnace. It's like an iron furnace plus extra bits, which is just iron plate. Oh no, it's not mostly tin. Maybe I've already made that. Okay, so another circuit, which means we get to use this in extruding mode. I've already got some tin cable, but this should be quite quick. Although I am running out of coal. I am using coal at a rate of knots. But that's okay. Let's just get that in place, and a couple more of you. I'm going to need one more rolling, so let's just put a couple of iron in there. That should be quite quick. And the copper I can put in the smeltery. Just one, please. There we go. So we want one circuit. And the rest is just redstone. So we're going to put that in, a couple of redstone. And then we want a furnace, I guess, in this one with 5 iron plates. So that's one already in there. 4 more. And I'm going to need more coal. Let me sacrifice more of our coal coke if necessary. Looks like it's going to be. Yeah, I don't think I haven't got any more. I need more fuel. There we go. Let's just grab a couple of that, and that will serve much better. 18 coal coke. Obviously need to automate more of this stuff, but we're very early game and already into IC2, so you know, you've got to be happy sometimes with what you've got. All right, let's get that done. So we got 4 and then a 5th one. Should be enough. And that will complete our initial set of machines. From that point onwards, we're just going to get more generators, and then we have to get into electric heaters and blast furnaces. Blast furnaces, well, we need them to make our first steel. We can't use immersive engineering or the blast furnace that you saw me in my Project Ozone 2, because that's a multi-block and you need slag to make it in this pack, and the slag is stuff that you have to get from this blast furnace. Weird, I know, but we got to make that. Lots of iron. Lots more iron and copper plates and rubber. So straightforward, but we've got to go and make that. Okay, so here's our iron furnace. And we can put that in with the circuits and the redstone to get an electric furnace, which we can then pop here. I can't see the generator anymore. Yeah, that problem solved. And we can then actually complete our lineup. So macerate, smelt. Ooh, collect experience. That's interesting. I don't remember that being there before. Maybe it's new. Metal former, compressor, and block cutting machine whenever we get something. In fact, I can probably do it with copper once I get this copper smelted up. So let's pop. I thought I had some. Yeah, I do. There we are. We've got some crushed copper ore. Let's just test this slicing machine. There we go. So 9. Will you work with copper? Yes, you will. Okay, that should make me 9 plates, which is pretty good. And that brings us to the end of this episode. Next episode, we're going to complete IC2, or at least complete it to get to steel. And then from there onwards, well, we'll see. We'll be into the calculator age. The thing we need to do to trigger all this is a calculator, appropriately enough. And where are you? Calculator, there we are. Triggers age 2. And all of that is cobblestone, apart from the calculator assembly, which has a steel mechanical component. So we just need 4 pieces of steel and a piece of copper, and we trigger age 2. So we should get to that next episode. Hope you'll join me then. Feel free to thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.